guys, how's it going? It's WreckItRob, TCG, bringing to you another video. This is the deck breakdown video that I showed in my previous video, the battle video against JadeJonny and myself. This is the deck breakdown and the cards that I used in that, and yeah, it's not going to be a very long video, just going to be showing you a couple cards that I used, and maybe you want to use a slight variation of this deck and, you know, do whatever you want with that. But water is actually proven to be pretty useful and pretty powerful as long as you have good removal or, you know, something that can help you out there. So this is just a variation that I made of it, and it proved to be pretty decent. I think I probably would swap out a few cards, but I'll go over that here in a minute here. But yeah, so basically I run the Aphros as well as the Poseidon, Trident of Poseidon, basically for your draw power. It's just a really, really powerful combo. It kind of creates its own draw power loop, and it's just a really, really good card because, as you guys know, the Poseidon and Trident of Poseidon on the field, they can activate counter runes, which is super, super great. And yeah, and then you use the Nexus ability off of Poseidon onto Aphros, and Aphros back to Poseidon, and you get to draw 2 cards. So it's a pretty good thing if you can get multiple Aphros out and kind of just keep doing that. Then you can pull into these other cards that allow you to get removal going for your field. Then I'm running 3 copies of Tsunami. I think that's a really, really good add-in to this, just in case they have something that you need to kind of quickly get over, or, you know, just something to slow down their game. I think that's a really, really great combo. Obviously, this card doesn't work great if you're playing a Mirror Match Water deck. It gets really, really... yeah, it gets tough. Mirror Matches are really tough with this deck. I will say that. Then I've got, with the Tsunami, I'm running Vertaqua. Obviously, with the Elestrals being in defense mode, he can just completely destroy them regardless of their status of defense or, you know, whatever. I'm running 2 Mustache and 2 Galaxy. These cards here, so I'm adding these in just because at some points I noticed that the Aphros and Vertaqua and stuff like that, I'm not drawing into them when I need to, or they're just not powerful enough to help me, you know, keep the board presence going. And so I have these cards in the deck just for that. Sometimes it does clog a little bit though, so it's not the best. It's just something that I feel may help you out eventually. You know, if you can manage to draw into them at the times you need, which, you know, as we all know, is kind of tough to do anyway. But yeah, they're a good combo. These two like to play in tandem together, so yeah, I'm playing that. I'm playing 2 Foamy just to allow me to get into stuff like Sluggle for regeneration. If I need to go into, you know, get my Aphros, if I'm having trouble finding that. If I need to find a Vertaqua to help me get over stuff. You know, Foamy is a really good card. I would like to run 3, but I don't think that it's necessary in this just because it's just, you know, it's kind of a turn where you place it and then you're waiting for it to be destroyed and let the other opponent, you know, gain board presence on you. So it's a little bit tough, but in certain situations it works really well. So that's why I have 2 copies there. Tadpuff, this is basically a draw power / ramp deck. I have 2 cards in here that I would like to see ramped into, and the Tadpuff allows me to do that really easily. And so it's just a combo that's in there just in case you need help getting over something, and the effects of these are really cool anyway. So yeah, Sluggle is for regen. You get 3 back when you play or when you enchant that. So I think that's a really good thing to have, just because this deck does like to run through spirits a little bit faster than others, and so I think that's one thing that is beneficial for it. Let's see here. Sorry. Then I've got Javalantis. So he's kind of cool, actually. Javalantis, he's a decent attack body, and then when this Javalantis destroys an opponent's defense position, Elestral, they have to expend 3 spirits. So if you can manage to keep this stuck on board, and you have good cards in your back row to help defend it, then I think it's a really, really good card to have. It's just going to put that maximum pressure onto them. They have to try to find ways to get rid of it as fast as possible. And it's a decent attack stat. I think I wish it was a little bit higher, but with the Atlantis that you play, and then also Tridents, if you can find a way to increase, then I think it's good. But yeah, that's why I like running that card in this. And then I've got Capricorn as well. So when this Capricorn destroys an Elestral in battle, you can special cast an Elestral enchantment cost of 1 from the Underworld and defense position. So it just allows you, if you can get this on board, it allows you to get back your Vertaquas, which might be needed, your Aphros if you need to try to find, you know, a different answer in your deck, stuff like that. It allows you to get those cards back out. And so you can do a lot of different cool plays with that. I only have room in here, though, to run 1 of each of these. It would be nice to be able to run more, but with the 40 card limit, it's kind of tough to find the room for that. Then we're going to go to Astrabbit. So I think Astrabbit, now that it has the new 2-5 defense, or 5 defense, but the 2-5 stat, with its also changing ability of being able to draw into, or draw 3 from the top of your deck, and then you don't have to reveal anything. You literally just draw them into your hand, put the 2 that you don't want back, reshuffle, yada yada, and allows you to find certain things. Basically, when you're doing draw power of this nature, one thing that you're going to want to do, like say you have your Poseidon on the field, but you don't have the Trident to complete, like, to keep all of your Elestrals safe on the board, you're looking to get the Trident out. So the extra draw power that you get from Aepharos and from Astrabbit really helps kind of keep your deck thinning out and keeps you drawing into the cards that you need. I'm running 1 Jolton. Jolton, like, so I like the card. I like what it does. It's just really tough. I don't know if it has a place in the deck. I like it just as a 1 copy, just to pull out the Atlantis, because as we know, with the water deck, especially, it has a little bit of trouble getting over top of other Elestrals in their attack stat. And so with the Jolton, if I can get an Atlantis, there's a combo that could be made to allow me to, help out with that. But it's not necessarily needed. I could take this out and just run 3 Atlantis and kind of have the same effect. But if I'm having trouble where I'm just bricking in hand and I'm not able to get to it, Jolton's a really quick way to get that out. And so I'm running 1 copy of that just for helping out with that. Obviously, I've gone over the Tsunami now. I'm running 2 Trident of Poseidon. In a perfect world, I would be able to run 3, but I'm just kind of messing around with the combo of Astrabbit and Jolton. Otherwise, I'd be running 3 copies of this and Poseidon. So we'll see how I like in the future if this little Thunder Tekken is gonna work out in the long run, but I'm not sure. I'm running Altar of Stars to allow for Nexusing, and also it's really good for getting somebody in defense, so that way if I have a Veritaqua on field, I can pop them off. Then I'm running Rise from the Ashes. This is just good for if I'm getting into a bind and I need to pull out, if I can get like Javalantis back on field, Capricorn, or if I even need something like an Aepharos, or just pretty much anything. It's really good to get those back. It is costly, but at certain points, you may find that you want that on. So 2 Ambrosia. I didn't think that I needed to run any more than that just because I have Sluggo, so I'm already having pretty good regen as is. And so, yeah. Running 2 Droplets of Leaf. These do come in handy, but with the new increase on their cost, they went from a 1 to a 2 requirement. It definitely keeps it more balanced, but it also pretty much requires you to not run 3. I bumped it down to 2, and it seems to do just fine. And then I've got 2 Shield of Achilles and 1 PTA. Now, the removal side of this deck is a little bit more tricky. Basically, with the Veritaqua and Tsunami play, that's, I kind of count that as, removal in a sense. But I do have 2 copies of the Achilles in there and then 1 of the PTA. And yeah, I think that's, I think it's a good number. I could be increased. You could kind of move out some cards and move in. It's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. But I think I think it's a decent number for where it's at. But yeah, so that's kind of the deck build. Spirit-wise, I'm running 16 of the Leviathan and 4 of the Zaptor. I may end up pulling 1 Zaptor out just because these are, I don't run anything else besides these, and so I only need 3 of them in there, technically, because it'll be enough spirits to pop off any number of these. But, yeah, but I am running 4 just in case kind of a thing. But I didn't really notice that I was running out of spirits so much as I was just getting, outplayed a little bit. And so that's where, pulling out some of these Thunder Elestrals and maybe, teching in something else like another Trident and another Poseidon to see if you can draw into those better, or, maybe a different combination of cards. But these are the only things that I'm, like, a little bit uncertain of as to whether I want to pop out all of the Thunder and just make this a mono water. So, anyway. But that's what I've got for you guys today. This is just my deck breakdown. You guys, if you guys haven't seen the video where me and Johnny were playing a game with this deck profile, go and check it out. I've got the little link in the top there where you can go and hit that, or I'll have it linked in the comment section in the description below there. So yeah, it was a good game though. So if you guys enjoyed that, please show me the love. But anyway. So this is that video. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more content, because I am coming out with more stuff. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.